So let's start with the task 2. It says that has many and belongs to association between user and blog post classes to establish the ownership link between the users and the blog posts they create, right? So for this, we will, um, yeah. So user has many blog posts blog posts class name blog post foreign foreign key user ID, right? In verse of user verse of blog posts, right? Foreign key would be user ID. Okay, and in the blog post class, I'm gonna add belongs to, right? So belongs to user class name would be user foreign key is user ID verse of posts. Okay. So we've created these honor association. The next step would be create action of the blog post controller such that the new blog post subject to the collection. Okay. So first of all, we need to create this add user blog to blog post. Foreign key. So we'll go to this here and add reference blog posts users, right? So we're adding the foreign key here, right? Okay, so the next step would be complete the create action of this. Okay, so controller, right, and in the create action, we just we need to add here blog posts and um, yeah, so that adds the new blog post subject to the collection of the post owner by the current user. Okay, update the seeds script to make the blog post objects belongs to user. So we go to the seed file, and all we need to do is add a okay. So we just need to update this file as user, specifying the user. This is for Homo, and this is for Lisa, or Bart, Bart. This is for Lisa. So we've updated this seed file, and now we need what all we need to do is we need to seed this file rails db migrate reset multiple migrations have the name add user foreign key to blog posts. Okay. Migrate. I'm gonna delete one of these files since we have a duplicate file here. So okay. Okay, so the issue we had is the written users here. So I just need to write the user here, user class. And let's see the data. So it says it's able to migrate the data, the seeded data. So now let's run the server. So for this section, which requires a user to be the owner of the blog post, to access the following actions for the object new, create, edit, update, and destroy. We will, in this index HTML, we will access this edit and delete only to the owner. So if No. Um, Models, blog post. Is this right? Same. If creator user user dot post dot user is equal to current user. If this is true, then we allow the access to edit and update, to edit and delete actually. So if blog post dot user is equal to current user, then only it allows edit and delete actions, right? So we also need to update the controller. Um, we need to add here before action require permission, and we need to define this class, right? So it allows, it gives the permission only to these new create, edit, update, and destroy. Right? So new create, edit, excuse me, update, and destroy. Okay. Yeah, and we need to define this class before action action. So we adding here this condition if blog post dot find parents id dot user not equal to current user, then we will add this condition redirect to blog post path class error same error, you do not have permission to access this. You do not have permission to access this. Right. Uh, okay, so now we have added this permission uh, to only the owners who has created these, right? So if currently I'm logged in as Lisa, so I can see these all the buttons: read, edit, delete, in both of these lists, right? And now if I want to access any of the other edit from any of the other lists, then I wouldn't be able to. It will not allow me to, for example, if I want to edit one edit, right? So it will, yeah. Now it says me you do not have permission to access this. So if I want to access that, I will I will need to, for example, if I want to access this star grabbing that, I will need to log in as Bart at email.com, at mail, right? So let me sign in as Bart at mail.com, password. Okay. Okay. So now I am able to see these, the edit and delete. I can perform these actions, but so to perform edit and delete, I need to be the owner of this um, of these actions, right? So um, the next task would be um, hide all the links to actions that a user does not have permission to access. So we've done already this. So if um, so since I'm logged in as Bart, I am not being able to see these actions of Lisa and Homer, right? Okay. So so the last one would be on the blog post index and show pages. Replace the to-do author text with email of the user object whom the blog post belongs to. Okay, so we've also there's a part here says on the blog post index and show pages, we need to replace the to-do author text by the name of the user, right? Whom this blog post belongs to. So for that, in this show page, we need to replace this um, created by the blog post.user.email. This replaces the email of this particular user who is logged in currently and who have created all those content, right? So for this, if we see here that I'm going to a specific read section, it shows who created this content, right? We also want to hide this new blog post. So for this, I need to go to the index.html, and um, if blog post user is equal to current user, Then we will, okay, um, we will show it, else we were not going to see it, right? So for this, let me just, okay, show some error, though undefined local variable or method blog post. Hmm. Blog post user. Observed dot user. Okay. So as when a user is not signed in, you can see that we can see only this show option and the index page. And if we sign in by any Lisa has mode, right? Then okay, so when I'm not logged in, I can only see this show button here, read itself, the read button, and only the index page, um, and nothing else. So if I want to access the edit part, it shows you need to sign in, right? So if I sign in as Lisa, now I can only I can see these edit and delete button and new blog post button for the lists that are created by Lisa, and I cannot access the lists that's been created by other users. For example, if I want to access the um, one that edit, it will show me that uh, Lisa, you don't have permission to access this. Meaning, if Lisa is signed logged in, she cannot access the content. She cannot access the edit and delete for the content created by Bart or Homer. So yeah, I it seems the requirements for this task for the video 2, it fulfilled. Eh, and also the final one is on the blog post index show page is replaced. We've done this. Um, this means uh, in the show page, it shows that it's created by um, this particular user. So if signed out, it doesn't show any other um, button apart from show, right? So yeah, that's it.